boom, boom, boom. Okay, do you solemnly agree that we can post this across all of our social media platforms?
Yes, I do.
If we ask you something that's off limits, do you understand that you can tell us no past?
Yes.
Is there anything that is off limits?
I'm not gonna get into sexuality.
Oh, well, maybe.
I mean, we know you bisexual, right?
Where that come from?
The great
Hey.
interview.
Last interview, that was my interview though.
Yeah, that's why you didn't want to talk about it. She
You know
brought
what?
it up, and you was like, "This is not my interview."
Oh yeah, no.
You can remember everything.
You do, but no, yeah, no, we don't.
Come
Hey,
on,
we're not
little
gonna talk
more.
about that.
Okay, we ain't talking about that.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that.
Okay, literally is no pressure. I'm your host, Bangembugg.
It's your girl, just came for real.
And we got a special guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yes, I'm Nakia Leonard, known as Nakia the Agent. I appreciate being here with you guys. Thank you for inviting.
Thank you for coming.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we just kind of get into like relationship stuff. Then towards the end, we get into your business or whatever you promote and stuff. I guess you got any questions, Kay? You want me to start it off?
I do got questions, but you can start.
Go ahead.
I'm cracking up. All right, cool. Let's see. We talking about relationships. All right. What's the best way to keep your relationship? What's your longest relationship?
13.
Ooh. What's the best way to keep it going?
Communication, honestly.
What about to keep it fun?
New experiences. Doing something neither one of you has ever done.
Was your 13-year relationship was they good at it?
Yeah, I would say that. They would try to do things spontaneous, random ideas.
So you got bored? Because most women leave all the time.
I didn't get bored.
What happened?
We started to take different paths in life and
What's
being
that
together that long. When you start being with someone, you are doing the same things, into the same things, but of course you grow. Being with someone 13 years, your age changes, your looks change, your mentality changes. So they wanted to continue to kind of, live a certain life, and I wanted to do different things.
So it was too fun.
Not too fun. I would just say maybe want to be single. Maybe be in a relationship for 13 years. Maybe that was it. And if communication is not there, then you don't know the real answer.
So it was him.
It was both of us. It was a mutual agreement. We've been together so long, so it was okay.
Okay, the last thing you did out of love and the last thing you did out of spite.
Last thing I did out of love. I would have to say. I guess something for my mom. Do something for her? That's a good question. It is.
She I don't love nobody.
Yeah, I mean, I do, but a lot of things that I do because, that was a really good question. I would say just giving to people that don't have, things that may be small, minute, and you think is not something that they would need or want, but just giving what you have to others that don't have.
Give me an example.
You just gonna get me, aren't you?
She it was a J on the street one time, and I had a peanut butter jelly sandwich.
Well, I guess I didn't do anything for Thanksgiving, but I did cook, and I just kind of cooked for other people. Just gave plates to her.
Oh yeah,
I said that's how I love food.
That's
Food, I give out of love. Food.
So, where your family at? Why you?
I have a small family, just me and my mom, and my brother.
You don't have kids?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, like
as far as
four,
like
right?
my family, I have 3 kids. Yes, 3 beautiful children.
You want some more?
I'm dead.
They wasn't there together.
Yeah, they ate. Everybody ate, but it's just as far as like big family, all these aunties, grandmas, uncles and aunties, cousins. I don't have all of them. It's not a big family like that. So
There's this show that I watched. The girl on the show was just on an interview with Angela Yee, and they were talking about how she was working on Wildin' Out, right? And long story short, this guy was able to enter her hotel room, and he used the excuse the excuse was, I need some coffee. And she figured, well, I was dumb, I was young, I wasn't really thinking. I'm like, oh yeah, I do have coffee, let me let him in. But she's basically trying to say he coerced himself into the room to get coffee, but which led to, I guess it led to her giving her cookie head, right? But she's saying that she was young and dumb, and we don't know whether she was young and dumb or not. That's neither here nor there. But my question is, with having kids, do you think that it's a hindrance or an enhancement to shelter them from certain information?
That's a good question because I am honest. This is my oldest. I have a 14-year-old, so I am honest with her about certain things because life in the world is not going to shelter her from a lot of things. So I'm going to give it to her at the best of her ability at her age. So I say yes, give them certain information, but if it's things that they just don't need to know about, yeah, absolutely. Like finances, certain things that shouldn't be known, certain death situations.
So you mean like how much you had?
I mean, it's say you in a situation, you get into the line or anything like that, you don't want them worrying about certain things, experiences. You can always explain to them how you can maneuver through life, but you don't ever want to burden your children with certain
worries.
Yeah, worries. You don't want to do that. But yeah, I think being open and honest with your children because they're going to get it. Either you're going to teach them or social media is going to teach them, songs are going to teach them. So who are you going to leave it to?
So what's something else you have for your kids?
What's something to hide from them? All my personal business.
Yeah,
it's really, I don't, if I'm talking to somebody, if I'm going out somewhere, you know, they don't have to know exactly what I'm doing, but mom is going out for the night, or I have business to take care of, but I've been single for 3 years, so.
Also, do you stay the night out? Like, if you date somebody, you always come home?
If I happen to stay out, if I ever have done before, say if I stay at a female friend's house just because I've been drinking, I'm not gonna come home, then that's what I just let them know. Stay at a friend's house.
So if it was a man, you would just be like,
same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing.
I was at this girl's house. You were telling that, or you was at the dude's house?
Well, because my circle is small, so they know I don't have too many people that I talk to. So yeah, they know I'm gonna try to be safe. And if I went out far, if I went to Atlanta and I've been drinking or just tired late night, then I'm not gonna drive way back to where I live sometimes. So I'll stay out.
I feel like kids gotta stay in the child place too. They don't gotta know what you're doing, everything that you're doing.
Because it can burn you on the back end. Because when they get older, they'll say, "Oh, well, you did this." Oh, well, you didn't say that when you were doing it, or what about this situation? It could be thrown up.
Well, you don't want to teach them certain things. Like, no, you don't need to be in there. If I'm not with this person, I don't think they need to be around my kids. If they're not their dad.
Yeah. Okay.
So have your kids ever seen you cry before?
Oh yeah.
A lot, or just one time?
I mean, they've seen me cry just whether it's emotional, whether it's happy tears, sad tears, because they need to know different emotions. I have a son, he'll be 3 on the 14th, so especially with him, it's okay to have emotions. You're going to be happy sometimes, you're going to be sad sometimes, you're going to be upset sometimes, so those are going to show in different manners, and some of those are going to be tears.
How long you wait before you pop your kids?
Okay.
I
think it was a look, I know.
It was the wait.
Yeah, the second time, because I teach them in the house because it's what I expect from them when we go out somewhere. So, and I'm old, I ain't say old school, but I do count, especially for my 6-year-old and my 3-year-old. So if I've counted and I've said it, then you know the next step.
I know that's right.
So what about if a guy wanted to do it? Can he pop you the second time?
Pop me?
Yeah.
No. Communication. That's how we started the conversation about relationships. So communication and honesty.
Shouldn't you be like that with kids then?
I communicate. So the communication was 1, 2. By the time I got to 3, that means you were absolutely not listening. You didn't care about what was going to about to happen to you. So you know the repercussions. So we talked about the counting, so it's understood.
Okay.
What's the fastest way a guy can make you fall in love?
I would say I'm a sapiosexual, so the mentality. Your mentality.
You ever had a catfish? Like, men be catfish, for real. So somebody who stimulated your mind, but then once it was chill, it was like, oh yeah, like.
What I would call that is, I wouldn't say it's a catfish, that's a misrepresentation.
That's a catfish.
Well, it is to an extent because I would say catfishing, they gonna go all the way out. They go not reveal themselves, but when you there you go. You can see it. You gonna be able to know it immediately. I know for me, I can. Because it's only so much, when it comes to the mentality and the talking, it's only so much you can do and say that the action is not going to show for.
So, have you ever misrepresented yourself? A lot of women too, when you first get with them, they clean and cook, they give you sex a lot. Then, when they feel like you hooked, all of it just slow down. It's when I feel like it, I'm tired, I don't want to do it.
No, that's pretty much like lying. That means I'm lying to you off jump grade. So if I don't do it, I'm not gonna do it. And if I don't cook, I'm not gonna cook. I'm not gonna tell you I'm gonna cook just because you're cute and I want to cook for you. I'll make you think that's the type of woman I am. I'm gonna tell you the things I bring to the table if you're interested. Or what I don't like to do is kind of tell you everything I do. Just get to know me. You'll hear I'm in the kitchen cooking. You'll know that I like to clean. You'll know what I like to do throughout the week and the day.
If they pay attention to that.
Okay, what's something you sensitive about that nobody knows?
Hey, get these questions.
Yeah.
Sensitive about and no one knows. My dreams and my goals.
What you mean?
I hold them very high regards. It's something I hold deep into my heart. A lot of people don't know all of them.
What's one that you don't know? You know you do real estate, you got the bouncy house. You still do the bouncy house?
Yes, I do.
So what else is another?
Lighthearted inflatables. I'm starting a trucking company. We kind of talked about that a little bit. But I don't want to reveal something and I'm bringing out to the table right now because it's near dear to my heart. But it's things that it's something that I really want to do. It's very passionate to me. It is in regards to my sister who was murdered in family back in '95. So it's something I'm working on, but it's going to be something massive. So it's going to take time to see this come to fruition.
Do you think it's possible to reveal too much stuff?
No, not really. Because it's like whatever you want to reveal is like what you want to do. Like some people can tell everything. Like some comedians, they'll say I beat women, I do drugs. Richard Pryor did all that. He fucks sissies. Like that's what he wanted to tell. So it's like, whatever you cool with, it can't be too much.
Or like telling, is it possible to tell too much of your plans before you hatch? Like too much of your eggs before you hatch?
I don't think so. I mean, I feel like if something in God's plan, then
It's gonna happen
what can,
regardless.
what's gonna
That's
knock
fair.
it down or stop it.
Hallelujah.
But it depends on who the person is. If you're somebody that's not strong mentally and you tell somebody, they can break you down to make you feel like, oh, I can't do it. Oh, you might be right. They do seem like a lot. I don't know how I'm gonna do that then. So that's why sometimes telling people your dream when they can be dream killers or can't see your vision. Everybody can't see what you can see.
I just don't want nobody praying on my downfall. I didn't seen it. I was making like a bunch of money and I would just always post like, this how much I'm making, like I'm happy I'm making this money, and it just started disappearing. Just every time, just something. I'm like, who is mad at me? Who is praying on this?
Well, sometimes when you elevate though, you know what I'm saying, you get knocked down, so and then you go higher than what you was before. So.
Like a phoenix. You deep today. It's that jacket.
No. Okay, when you stop dealing with this friend or family member, your life became more peaceful. Give me an example.
Friend or family. Told you my circle's so small, it's like a straight line. I would have to say my youngest kid's father.
How many fathers is it?
2. I was with the first one for 13 years and the second for 7.
You had a kid right away?
We was together 4 to 5 years. By him and I.
What about you, Kelly? Because you sound like it hits your soul or something. It like
Everybody. I'm dropping everybody. It's like, nah. And everybody who not here, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't make it, if you ain't make the cut, I'm happy. Yeah.
But some people come back around, like, just because something happened, because, my parents broke up and they got back together. That's the first time I seen my mama cry. It was like, we walked up to her, crying like a baby. They got back together.
Was they happier?
I don't know. I mean, they best friends, so they still act like they friends. They do everything together.
That's a
Okay, if this one thing didn't happen, my life would be totally different.
I would say the passing of my sister.
It would be different in what way?
It would be different because it altered our lives. My mom, everybody around us, it just changed the whole dynamic of everything. Because she was murder in college. FAMU, you know, certain things just change in the dynamic when you think of your second daughter going off to college.
So is there anybody in your family that kind of got a spirit a little bit, or act like her, or kind of like the same as she was?
It was on purpose.
Yeah, people be saying I'm insensitive too. Like, you know.
It's okay. You want to ask another question? Like you want to ask something else?
No.
And pertain to
I do. What happened?
a guy was obsessed with her at FAMU, and he stabbed his leg.
What? Did he kill himself too? Did he go to jail?
He did. He's in life for prison.
Yeah, y'all talk to him? I would have to say something.
I don't think he can tell me his why, but at this point, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah,
I don't think the why will make a difference.
that's fair.
But that's the only thing I'm gonna ask.
That's why you do it.
What was your reason?
Yeah, some people weak mind. It's like you can't live without somebody. So if you ain't gonna be with me, you gotta die. Some niggas just can't take a heartbreak.
I met this guy. I'm sorry. Tell me what y'all think about this. He was with this girl, and they were together for about 2 months. But they broke up. They broke up because the girl cheated on him. And so, with the girl cheating on him, they had always. I asked like, how long were y'all talking before this happened? He said, I should have known, you know, this was a red flag because she was dealing with somebody when I started talking to her. So I'm like, one, you already knew she was a cheater, and then y'all ended. Right, exactly. Y'all was together for 2 months. Y'all break up. All right, but they only was talking for 2 weeks before they ended up as a couple. But he quit his job and left Savannah and came up here because he was so heartbroken and didn't want to see this girl at work. Do y'all think that's dramatic, or do y'all think that's normal?
That's way too dramatic. It is weird though. Like even if you just talking to somebody at work, and then it just don't really go as planned, it's still weird seeing them. You get what I'm saying? But I wouldn't do all that.
That's 4 hours that you moved away, and he quit his career.
Yeah, I think it's a lot. For a 2-week time frame, and then the situation was already how it was when you met her, so the expectation shouldn't have been that high.
That's what I'm saying.
Not at
I
all.
knew she was a hoe.
I'm saying y'all ever feel like fast and kind of got too attached?
No.
But you,
I mean, it's possible. I believe in love at first sight. You know, I believe it's possible. You can meet someone, they can sweep you off your feet, the chemistry is there. And
you experience that?
have I experienced it? No, but I do believe it's. I can't say no, because both my long relationships, when we met, it was like we didn't want to be inseparable from them.
So when you seen them, or like after the conversation?
It was our first date. First time we went out home chill. We were never apart from there on both situations.
So we y'all stayed together, like right?
No, you just always want to be around them. They want to come, want to bring something to eat. What you doing this weekend? Let's, want to talk. That old school on the phone all night till early in the morning. You hang up. Oh, you hang up. You know, that type of situation. So yeah,
That's cute.
I think it's still there because when you meet somebody, you become friends, and then you can become best friends.
Even if I do get close, like I don't really be. It's like I'm tired of putting that effort into like when you meet somebody and it's like constantly being.
How long you been single? You tired?
Not that long.
You're a little tired. You tired of the process of.
It's repetitive because I don't talk to nobody that long, so it's just like if I'm putting in more effort, I'd be like, fuck it.
Oh yeah, then you feel it's not there. Then I wouldn't.
But most women want you to do that. They want you to call them and bring them something.
It should be mutual.
Yeah.
It should be mutual.
Okay. The truth that hurt for a while and a lie that hurt forever.
Truth that hurtful. Oh, wow. Maybe that was too blunt.
What you say?
Just being honest.
What you say?
Nobody's just me. And if I'm in your circle, if I fool with you, communicate, and I feel like we're at a certain degree, I should be able to say, hey, what you're doing right there, that's not cool. Or, kind of smell a little funky. Or whatever the situation may be, I should be able to say that and you not catch too much offense. But some people do. So.
Okay, I guess you still cool with
Yeah.
Y'all friends?
I mean, we don't talk like we used to, but I was consider her my friend.
What happened?
We just like take people different ways. I've been friends with her since the 6th grade. So we just don't talk as much.
They don't talk much. Okay, what you laughing?
I'm laughing at you.
Okay, a time you were put in position to be heartless.
I guess when you have to fire somebody. You know, let somebody go from a position. You gotta be heartless.
You had to fire someone?
Why you give them a 2-week notice? Like, you know, you want your workers to do?
I mean, in this situation they had to go. So when you're doing something and you're running a business, you have to think about the bigger cause of it.
So how you fire them?
Unfortunately, at this point, we do have to let you go, and you can please turn in your keys and devices and log out of your system.
In text or?
Oh no,
In
face to
person.
face. Yeah, face to face.
It was a man?
Yeah.
Everybody fire me on the phone.
Cause they scared of you?
No, it's just used to be over the phone now. Like when the supervisor who fired me, like we was into it kind of too, but he did it over the phone. And he had somebody else call me, and they handed him the phone.
Oh no.
Okay, if a guy doesn't answer the phone, is it okay to pull up at his house, or is this considered toxic behavior?
That's toxic behavior.
Is it your man?
Yeah.
What?
How long has been your man?
Oh, y'all want more details. Let's just
Yeah.
say y'all together 2 years.
I'm pulling up.
And he just all of a sudden just don't be answering.
I'm
And you know
at
he off
your
of work.
House. Do I got his? I don't have his location.
Yeah, because that's how you know he at home.
Oh, I'm coming over. What you mean you sleep? What's up? Where you at? That's not toxic. That's mine.
My mom used to always say, she said, if you with a girl, you should always be able to go over her house.
Yeah.
But some people consider that like, no, you can't do this.
I think that's weird. Why can't I come over?
Because they got somebody else over there.
Exactly.
If I have spidey senses that I do feel like something's not right, either something wrong with you, something that happened, or maybe something's going on that you're giving me some type of vibe, then I might pull up and see what's going on. But if not, you're just not answering, you might be asleep, your phone might be dead, whatever the case may be, I might just let it ride. It just depends on the situation.
Yeah, I ain't saying I'm automatically gonna do that, but like if I do it, no, that's not toxic. That's not. So, I want it to done.
I guess it turns to what happens once you get there.
I'm just gonna knock. I ain't too crazy.
You can get a key after 2 years, I would think.
Oh, well, you
Right.
said yeah, you said 2 years. Yeah.
So I get to walk in. I'm walking in.
But if you're just talking about you just dating, stay, you don't pick up, and I'm coming over to here.
Okay, it's a quote that say, by the time I meet the right person, I'm gonna be the wrong person. Y'all, you feel like that? You still open to get your heart broken?
Hey, why I gotta be broken? Because it ain't open right now, so, I think when the time is right, it's going to happen, and I'm going to be who I need to be, and they're going to be who they need to be. Because I do believe who I'm seeking is seeking me.
What you seeking? A husband or like a friend? Or?
I want my best friend. I want a partner. I want someone who's going to understand me mentally, physically, and emotionally. I can be a lot when it comes to high energy and what I do from day to day and what I have going on. So, gotta be able to keep up with certain things.
So you mean you be too busy for them?
I'm never too busy because you always make time for what you want to make time for. But you have certain people that live certain lifestyles. Just normal. You wake up, go to work, come home, that's it. My life is just a little bit different. So, if people are okay with that.
What's different? Give me an example. Like you work 8 hours, then you go like work another job. Or...
Yeah, so I have my 9 to 5 that I work. That real estate. Right now, bounce house season is down, so I'm not as busy with that. But normally, I do that every weekend because I'm all hands on and field with it. Doing real estate is the least in itself. That takes over a lot of time. Building that business, I'm doing the trucking, so that's a lot, and that's physical work. So think of what my mental is doing when I'm not physically doing something. When my conversations, like, 'cause I don't have regular conversations. I don't think. I think it's more on next level stuff.
Sound like you don't have time though.
I do have time. I have time right now. I came to make time to be here.
I'm saying on a regular basis.
What's a regular basis?
Like 4 days out the week, y'all can date.
If you are interested in me and you're consistent and we can make time for each other, yeah. What's wrong with a Wednesday? What's wrong with eating a date? What's wrong with, weekend? That's 3 times a week right there.
What did you man had a truck driver? Like he be gone.
I'm with a hustle. If you hustling about your money, you doing what you need to do, and you got, we building, I'm all for it. I'm gonna be your biggest supporter.
You play up. Okay, something that could be making as insecurity in a relationship because you making sure you don't want to be played.
What is it?
What's something that can be made insecure, but you just making sure you don't want to be played again?
It's something that
Or
can
they could be seen as insecure.
Yeah.
So my play as far as cheating, that's what we're talking about, cheating.
Yeah.
Have your phone down.
Face down like that, like you got.
Just like that. Just like that. Because that's a red flag. To me, in a situation like this, it's respectful. I'm not concerned, I'm not gonna keep looking at my phone because it's up. It's respectful. But if you just, every time we're around each other, your face like, your phone like that, it just feel like you got something to hide. Either from another person or from me.
You just get a second phone.
And that's even more sneakier. That's like a communication because if that's where you are still in life, then let's talk about that. And you got your phone open all day. Let Keisha, Tanika, and Tanya call. It ain't gonna be no problem because we've already communicated.
Men not talking about that. Men are not going to talk to you about nothing.
Their
They want
lives
to
would
hide
be
it.
easier
Exactly.
if they would just be honest because you never know who you run into. Who is, first of all, nobody's gonna rush right into a relationship. Everybody's out here dating anyway.
No. It's some bum motherfuckers who try to hop straight in a relationship and move in. So that's
I'm hearing this.
It's a homosexual.
I am hearing this, but you gotta know what you run into, what you read, and what you date too. So if it's on that type of time, then yeah.
Men should just be honest though. Like all that, I'ma hide it. It's like, bruh, don't lose no sleep when you got somebody you could be honest with, especially if you already started out dating. You just keep it above from the beginning. Look, I'm talking to like 50 people.
Yeah, until you decide you're exclusive, everybody should be okay with understanding you're talking to somebody, I'm talking to somebody.
And if they
Oh,
not,
you like-
then don't.
So both of y'all do the multiple guys until it's a commitment.
Well, no, say if
I
you're
don't like nobody till I'm committed. Just be like, I hate everybody.
if you're just dating and you may text somebody here, you may talk to somebody there, you're not going, dating, seeing, having sexual activity with somebody. If I meet you and now we start talking, what I'm gonna cut everybody off because this is my first date with you?
I mean, if it's love at first sight.
If it's love at first sight, then yeah, if I got that feeling and we connected and we there with it, then
She still ain't cutting them off. Fuck that.
you gotta show me something because it's about
Yeah.
action. Yeah.
Because people be catfishing.
Love at first sight is one thing, but you gotta show me where it's, bring it at you.
Or misrepresenting themselves.
Okay, what are some confirmations letting you know God heard you?
Music, bro, God be yelling.
I actually had a meditation on my way here from a conversation I had about 2 hours prior. And when I listened to it, it was exactly what I needed to hear. And I know he was listening.
Walking to church, the preacher yelling at you directly. Like, how you know? I ain't never been here.
Okay, something that went wrong that got you right.
Something that went wrong that got me right. I guess trusting the wrong people. I've learned to not ask, when we talked about that, not asking, telling anybody your business, getting opinions. You're drawing everything out. So when you trust the wrong information, you trust the wrong person, trust the wrong decision, it can change your way you move about certain things.
Who's the last person you trusted that you shouldn't trust?
Like I said, youngest kid there. That's it.
You over him? Or you say
Absolutely. It was just that I would say that's the last situation because I've been single. That's the last heartbreak. That's the last situation I was in. Last time I let my guard down. So guard has been up. So anybody been able to cross me, break my heart, hurt my feelings.
So do you pray to God for a man?
Absolutely, I pray to God and tell me exactly what I want.
What is it? Let's break it down.
You want to know exactly what I want?
What is it?
I want a God-fearing man who loves God first, then loves himself and loves me and my children. I want someone who's hardworking. I used to be on this tall thing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie because it is down with the height and everything. But
Make them tall, God.
but I don't know how God is gonna package it for me. And I've said it's not about the rapping. It's about what's on the
What if
inside.
you 4'9"?
Don't do that to a 5'9" woman who loves to wear heels. That'll be rough. That'll be God testing me. That will be God testing me.
What else you ask for?
Loyalty, security. Not really finance. Finance is gonna come. I'm not stressed about that. But I want our bond and communication to be there. Everything else is.
Did you deal with somebody who don't listen to you?
No. Not at all.
What if he do everything else, but he just don't listen?
He just don't listen to me.
Yeah.
He don't take my advice. He don't listen to my opinions. He don't
care about you.
Like, what advice you need to get from you?
I didn't mean to pause. I literally, but I'm co-captain, so you need help with direction at some point.
I mean, if I ask for it, but if I don't ask for it,
Do you add GPS to tell you where to go? You driving, but do you ever add GPS where to go, or did she say make a left right here?
GPS ain't the co-captain.
Is
My
it?
co-captain is on the passenger side. The GPS right here, so I ain't asking the co-captain what to do. I'm asking the GPS. That'll be God.
So the answer is no. I couldn't be with nobody who couldn't listen to me. I couldn't be in any type of situation with nobody listening to me. Partnership, business, friends, kids. Oh no.
Okay, so how she looked about them children not listening. She said, "That's how I feel. I want to look at my kids."
That's why I
just
in the house. That's why I count. That's why I count.
That's about it. If I count, I'm gonna do. They're gonna be quiet, alright.
Okay, give me like your favorite memory from like your mom and your sister.
Favorite memory. My mom took me to go see Patty LaBelle.
Ooh.
She thought it was a gift for me, but it was really a gift for her. But I really had a good time. I had a really good time.
I bet. That's lit. Did you know the song?
I did not, but I just know Patty keep them shoes out, baby, and she was going across this stage and like a fairy. Yeah, Patty. That's what my mom was screaming. Okay. And I would say with my sister, one of the best memories I have her taking me to the fair.
Give me a memory like your kids might have did something like sweet and it kind of made you tear up.
I would say when they all get together and just really make sure everything is how it's supposed to be, so I don't have to come in the house and say anything. I would have to kind of give that credit to my oldest because she's 14. I mean, when I say she will take the sheets out of my bed, wash them, she'll even try to start prepping dinner, making sure the house is vacuumed, just little things that I don't have to come in and even say to her to do or just do myself. So I would say that, just tending to the house takes a load off.
I'm seeing this video too saying some women act like they son be their boyfriend and they try to get all their affection from their son. Have you seen that before? Like they call their son daddy and they rub on them and all that kind of stuff.
I don't know where that's from. I don't know if that's being alone so long and you've adapted your son as the man in your life. But I don't think that's something that's normal or that should continue. Because that relationship is going to continue for that son. He's not going to know how to break that. And so when he grows to get a girlfriend and a spouse, that bond is going to be so tight that it's going to be an issue. And it's going to be an issue for her when somebody step in her spot.
Okay, yeah, so I guess about like sex too, like do you talk to your kids about that or you just like let them figure it out?
I don't know. I talk to my oldest. I let her know what's going on because she's at the age, so like I say, I have to teach her before somebody else does.
So what's the right way to, because Kay gonna have her 8, so.
7.
You want 7 kids?
So how that conversation go, like?
About sex.
Yeah.
Don't have it, absolutely, for one. Not encouraging it.
That's out the one that they already started. Like.
They've already started having sex. You can catch something, you're going to get pregnant, things are going to happen. There is no guarantee. Condoms do not guarantee anything. I haven't shown her pictures yet. Maybe in another year or so I'll show her pictures of what things look like, so it's real to her. This is not an illusion. I think I saw some on social media. I didn't even know what an STD was, and I think what 6 Spencer Ray got in her song or something about having STDs, and girls singing the song right behind it don't even know what it is. You know, so you gotta educate them so they know what's going on, know it's real. Some things you can never get rid of. You know, and babies are one of them.
Okay.
So, yeah, I definitely be talking to them all.
Yeah, did I ask you, so you ever had an abortion?
No.
Do you don't believe in that?
I just was never in a situation to have one.
Okay, let's get into the, your real estate business. Like, so do you deal with like people who like want to do it, or they already come to you like already I guess approved for like a loan or whatever?
I have some that inquire if they're ready, but more or less, you know, I'm working with people looking to get approved who's needing that process to start. Or how do I get approved for a loan for a home? What is that process like? So my biggest thing, I'm not trying to sell you a house. I want to educate you. I want to let you know what it takes to get into a house, because that's what's going to help you get it and stay in the house. Get you in a house and you don't know the finances of what to do, how to build your credit. You're going to be back in working in a year. So it's the education part for me.
So you charge them, or you just offer the information?
You know, real estate this is a field where you have to love it to do it. I don't make my money until I sell a house. So it's education. So if you want to come to me, you want to know about buying a house, I'm gonna give you all the information that I have to get you set up, get you started.
Okay, I heard scats. What you asked for land? So like, I guess what kind of loan would you get for land?
I mean, it depends on what your income is. So I have amazing lenders. We will get you started with them. They go see where you are, your income, and once you see what you're approved for, then that's when you start to say, okay, I've been approved for $250,000. I've been approved for $500,000. Now I can go out here and start looking at land. So when you shop before you've been approved, you're just kind of looking at things that you don't even know you qualify for.
So you already bought your house? Or?
No, not yet.
What's the most you ever made off commission?
I would say right now, because I'm a little newer. I'm not OG yet, so I say about 45.
I know some people at 3. So how do you get to a higher commission?
They hire the house. So you selling houses, you know, or have people looking at houses in the Alpharetta area, Johns Creek, Cummins area, your Buckhead area, your house and your property are a lot higher in that area. So that's where you're gonna make more commission.
Go ahead.
No, I was about to say, so do you feel like you go hard at like as far as in your career, or do you go just as hard on like having a man like you?
Oh, my career. My career. That'll come. A man will come. Like I said, was seeking me is out there. So when the time is right, I'll be.
So I mean, like when you got a guy like, so do you usually? Because you know, some women at work they never say no. I ain't doing that, but when they get home, it's like that shit all the time. So you like a woman should have that same energy as if she on her job.
Oh, of course, you're gonna lose your partner if you don't pour into them like you're pouring into a business. You know, you gotta continue to date them. You gotta surprise them with things. You gotta let them know they feel special. I don't care if I'm busy and we sit right next to each other, or I may be at a meeting somewhere. I'm gonna send you a text that you know I'm missing you. I love you. I'm thinking about you. What you doing? You know, you gotta keep things fun.
How do you stay motivated to remain consistent, because you do so many things and you want to keep adding things to your plate?
It is. I had this conversation this morning. It's literally about prioritizing and dripping on each thing I have going on, making sure I'm staying on top of each thing, each day. What did I do? 3 things for this business. What did I do? 3 things for this business. What did I do? 3 things for this.
When do you take a break?
Right now is grind time. I'm gonna be honest. I break when I sleep.
How often do you sleep?
I honestly, I'm going to bed a whole lot earlier now because I was running so much that, you know, when you're not sleeping, you're not eating right, it's healthy as you should, you'll wear yourself down, you'll wear your immune system down. So you got to take care of yourself first. So I don't stay up as late as I used to.
So how many hours would you say you sleep throughout, I guess, like in a day versus,
I get about 6, 5, 6 hours.
Need to be at least 7.
I feel like 7 too much.
Yeah, I get tired. I get tired.
It's a risk of dying early if it's 6.
If it's
6 and less.
I
If
thought
it's 7 to 8 is what it's supposed to be.
I saw this. She's supposed to be a billionaire. She basically said, whenever your alarm go off, don't hit snooze. Like never hit snooze. Get up, make your bed, get active, brush your teeth, give yourself a high five in the mirror, and like start your day. So I've been trying to do that. Like if it go off, I'm like, I don't want to get up, but I'm gonna get up anyway and do as much as possible until I'm done or drained, and then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go take a nap.
So what's 5 minutes gonna hurt though? Like,
Basically, it's a sleep cycle. So when you wake up, your brain is getting activated. But when you decide to go to sleep for 5 more minutes, a normal sleep cycle is anywhere between like 60 to 75 minutes. So now you're putting your brain back into a sleep cycle, and then you're trying to get back up in 5 minutes. But you're in a sleep cycle now. So pushing your brain when it was already waking up.
so it hurts you or something?
It's just like that's when you get the groggy feeling and you want to lay down more and stuff like that. Versus just jumping up and getting active as soon as you wake up.
Okay, so
Girl, getting up consistently. I'm tired of it. My longest like strong work week or strong work cycle is probably like 2 weeks. By like the 3rd week of being consistent, I'm like, bruh, this is ghetto. And I'm tired. But I'll do like 12 hours driving, get on, try to do something, then fall asleep, wake up, do 12 more, then so I'm just like, where's the nap? But
And I'm not big on those. I've actually had to teach myself and tell myself that taking naps is okay.
yeah.
Because I feel like that is time that I can be doing something productive instead of going to sleep. But sleep is productive, which I actually have to do research on. Sleep is doing something. You're resting your mind, you're resting your body.
Reset.
okay, I guess as far as like matter of fact, have you ever had a business that failed?
Yeah, I started quite a few things. It just didn't. I used to make decorate glass bottles, liquor bottles, wine bottles. I used to press T-shirts, make bags. You know, I've done some things and tried, ventured, and I don't think I like this no more.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I tried a few things and it just wasn't for me.
So what made you give up? Is just no money coming in?
Honestly, it was the passion and the hype just kind of went away quick. It was I bought all the stuff. I did it for a little while, made a few little posts and pictures, and everything was cute. And it was like I think with the shirts, it just was so tedious.
Yeah.
It was too tedious, and it's certain things you get into, you don't find out what it is until you're in it. And those were one of those things.
Like podcasts.
Yeah, really.
A lot of people don't think about the editing and all that.
Man, or promoting, going back, going through it. It's a lot.
Right.
Okay, so what's I guess give me your biggest lesson in like running a business?
Consistency. You have to stay consistent. I don't care what it is. You have to do something every day. Like I was talking about, you have to drip on your business every day. You have to check on it. You have to see what it's doing. It's like a baby. Starting out from an embryo until you birth it. And even when they get like 2 and you're like, ooh, you're not as cute no more. You're not as fun no more. If it's what you want to do and this is your passion, you gotta stay on top of it. Even if you back off just a little bit, you gotta get re-excited about it.
That's the hardest part. Is like, dang, I had to mentally say, this is your life now. This is forever. You're not doing this to start and stop. Because like I've started things, stop. But I know what I want and I know what I see for myself now. So I'm like, dang, this is really forever. You're not going to stop this ever. So you might as well keep on going and go as hard as possible.
And what I had to learn was certain things are a hobby and certain things is the actual business. And so that's what I had to start categorizing things as. Because things I may like to do. You can't make money out of everything you do, like do, or want to do, or can do. It just don't work out that way.
You can, it's just going to take stages.
I love to make the shirts. I love to make the bottles. They're all cute and glittery, but it's not something I saw as a business and being something lucrative that I can see for years to come.
What you're going to do is you're going to have your trucking company, right? And then you're going to have your t-shirt business. And then your trucking company going to need shirts.
See, what
you're buying from yourself.
I just make them for myself and I cut a cost.
That's what I'm saying. You buy them from yourself.
Yeah, right.
So now you're making money from yourself.
Always. Yeah, I just don't want to make nobody else.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Nobody else.
I'm deciding that too. Like, I kind of don't want to do customs. I just want to do my stuff, put it in the store. And if you like it, buy it.
Right.
Yeah. Right. I feel the same way. Especially that tediousness.
Okay, it's a quote. It said, if you get knocked down, take the 8 count and get back up and keep going. So I guess something that kind of like you was consistent, but you got knocked down to where you couldn't continue and you eventually got let go.
bounce house business, with a business, anything go wrong. You know, I had went down to worker, truck went down. You know, just trying to get it together. You know, trying to figure it out. And you can get to a point where like, do I really want to do this? You know, I gotta start. I gotta do all this to get everything back revenue again. Or if you've kind of fallen back from doing certain things, being consistent, you gotta hit that reset button. No matter what, and this is what I've learned, I don't care when you do it. Tomorrow, 10 minutes, next week, you can always start. You can always start.
Okay, so I guess the bouncy house, like, is that business pretty much successful or?
Yeah, I made my money back the first year. And I only run it on the weekends.
You mean off the bounce house?
Cause they go, I always try to do business where they want the service. You want this. I don't have to convince you to come get this. I don't have to try to sell you my product. And you want bounce house. So it was a business, especially doing it right out of COVID. That's kind of how I got the idea. You at home. You don't have to wait at a water park nowhere. You bring the party to your home. Everybody's scared of catching COVID and things like that. So I had to capitalize on it.
I started the bounce house business. It's like, nah, I bought the bounce house, but they popped it. Like the first time I used it.
Really?
Girl, I sent it right back.
It wasn't, you ain't have like no insurance or nothing?
I sent it back to Amazon, and Amazon gave me my money back.
So you just gave up that quick?
I mean, it wasn't like a
Fuck
passion. I had an event, and I'm like, all right, if I get the bounce house, I might as well rent it out once I got it. So then when they popped it, I sent that joint back. That's what it was.
Okay, I guess, so I guess if, as far as your business, like, what do you want to tell people about it, or how they can get in contact with you?
Absolutely. As far as real estate, you definitely can find me on Instagram at Nakia_agent. I am here as an agent to be able to guide you to being a homeowner, give you all the information you need about getting approved. And then once you're ready and we're out here, you got your approval letter, I want to be able to show you these beautiful houses that people think they cannot obtain. You know, it's real out here to be able to be a homeowner and create generational wealth and get investment property, whether it's homes, whether it's land, whether it's tiny homes upon land. You know, there's so many ways to make income off of buying property. So that's what I want to be able to teach and tell everyone. So if you want more information, please follow me. Again, on Instagram, Nakia_agent. My Lionhearted inflatable business. I love it. It's something fun for everybody, all ages, kids, adults. I have flat screen TVs, blow up. So you have parties, all kind of ladies events, date nights, couple nights, slumber parties. I'm here to be able to supply you for all your events and needs. I do deliver any and everywhere, so please feel free to hit me up on Instagram at inflatables_Lionhearted.
I was about to say something. Yeah, so what kind of, like, when you buy a house, what's a nice price you would like to be in? Like, what's a good
So
price
that's why I
range?
haven't purchased a home yet, because I want something that's probably gonna be about $500,000. And I could probably find something a little bit cheaper.
Worried about cleaning that thing?
That's what people say. No,
Girl, I'm so over it.
but it's just certain things about the house that I want. I want a basement. You know, I want at least 5 bedrooms. I want a pool. And if it's not a pool already there, I want a yard big enough to put a pool. Because I don't want to move and move again. I want this to be my home for my children to grow up. They need to come. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be my house, my foundation.
Working in real estate, you don't think it's beneficial to buy a couple houses first and sell them before you settle in one?
Yeah, absolutely, you definitely can. A lot of people do. We start off in first homes, and you take that, you flip it, and you turn it to your rental property. That is an option. I just think for myself personally, especially because I have younger kids, I just don't want to bounce them. I want to keep them. I like being stable.
Yeah, some loans, they want you to stay in it for a certain
For like a
time.
year.
Yeah.
I can stay for a year, but then I want to sell it. Give me that money.
And new construction is where it's at right now. So a lot of people are doing that as well. And you are able to get great loans. Again, I have great lenders, and they can be able to see who you are. So you want to build something from scratch?
I went with the foreclosure.
Trying to get before it blows.
You
That's
got
what I
one.
did
You got one?
the
Okay.
first time. I'm like, I was like, fuck that.
I know that's right.
My shit was like 89,000.
Ooh, nice.
It was like, I think it was like 5 years old. So, it was a good
That was
What year you
sweet.
got that? What year was that?
like 2010.
Okay, yeah. That's it.
Okay, so Kay, anything you want to say?
He kind of took away my parts where, you know, I asked about your business and things like that. But do you feel like there is something that we didn't ask you that you would like for our audience to know?
You asked a lot of great questions. I will say that. No matter what you're doing, your business, your ventures, your ideas, don't give up on yourself. That's the biggest thing. Just keep going, no matter what your situation looks like in the moment. Long as you can see what it's going to turn into, keep going. Keep going. I am an entrepreneur. I'm a single mother. I do everything on my own when it comes to a lot of things financially and just physically. And you can do it. Anybody can do it.
That's about yours, right?
What?
Being single.
Yeah, it's about yours.
Go get it, go get it. Put my song at the end of this. We're gonna put my song at the end of this.
Appreciate you coming.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I guess you gave us about 95% of the information I was asking you. So
I think I did. I can pass on any question.
you know, most people don't. They just kind of trip walk around. So they don't tell all of it. But literally, it's no pressure, man. I guess we're gonna see y'all in a minute, and we out. We're gonna pause a few seconds for the picture.